Hello, this is Information Preservation by Julianne, Kimberly, Rizanthi, and Kristen for LIS 507. Information preservation is a critical tool for retaining knowledge and ensuring its accessibility for future generations. Information preservation is essential to the field of information science for several reasons: cultural heritage, knowledge transfer, research, and education. Information preservation helps maintain our cultural heritage by preserving historical documents and records. These materials provide insights into our past, helping us understand our roots and traditions. Each culture may have its own traditions, but information preservation allows one culture's descendants to keep and share those traditions with others. This is essential to knowledge transfer, as preserved information drives progress and innovation. Preserved information additionally forms the foundation for research and education. It provides a basis for new discoveries, theories, and developments which contribute to the advancement of human knowledge. Information preservation can occur via various means, most notably by oral and written information preservation. Modern technology, however, has made digital information preservation an invaluable tool. Digital information preservation ensures long-term accessibility to information sources through websites, multimedia content, and digital databases. This seminar will showcase how information preservation is central to the information sciences. We will illustrate how the act of information preservation safeguards our collective cultural memories, facilitates knowledge sharing between people, and supports future research and education. Information preservation is crucial to both the information life cycle and the information environment of public libraries. This process ensures that valuable information remains accessible for both current and future generations. Public libraries practice information preservation through manifold programs and services, such as the preservation of historical documents and recorded conversations with living people for the sake of posterity. Libraries that host galleries may preserve an artist's work as inspiration for future artists and art enthusiasts. By preserving these materials, libraries provide a continuous source of information for research and cultural enrichment. Information preservation is crucial for the protection of cultural heritage. Libraries may host cornerstone paintings and writings. The work of famous children's author and illustrator Eric Carle, for example, is preserved on the walls of the Forbes Library in Northampton, Massachusetts. Libraries additionally preserve other cultural cornerstones, such as languages and culturally significant recipes. Practicing information preservation in libraries can help protect these materials from damage or loss. As libraries expand their programming to provide educational resources for their users, information preservation serves as a pedagogical linchpin. Preserved materials such as textbooks, scholarly articles, and historical documents are an invaluable benefit to students and educators for learning and teaching purposes, respectively. Information preservation is essential for maintaining access to valuable information, and libraries play a critical role in information preservation. As libraries implement preservation strategies and practices, they ensure the long-term accessibility and usability of their collections. Information preservation is the focal point of a public library's local history department. A local history librarian's role is that of an archivist. They acquire and preserve materials that draw a profound connection between a community's past and present. Technology is paramount in ensuring the preservation of these materials, as the local history librarian must take on the responsibility of digitizing all physical materials within the collection. Without the ability to digitize, local history librarians would face the burdensome task of gatekeeping and organizing a vast collection that could not be freely accessed by all patrons. A library's local history collection contains a substantial amount of physical archived materials. While this collection is theoretically limitless, storage space within this department is finite. In order to both conserve space and preserve local historical content, the local history librarian must digitize the majority of this collection. Materials such as local newspapers from the early 1940s, local high school yearbooks from the 1950s to present, local obituary records spanning from the early 1900s to 2000s, and minutes from a local recreational center dating back to the late 1890s are among the physical objects that are scanned and uploaded to the local history page on the library's website. Videos are also candidates for digitization. For example, a local documentary made in 1968 that follows the lives of local farm workers can be digitally transferred and uploaded to the website for viewing. The information preservation and digitization of these historical materials also allows for unlimited access to the local history archives for those within the community. Access to the physical space is often restricted due to limited staff. Appointments must be made ahead of time with the local history librarian for the viewing and handling of physical materials. Conversely, digitization of the archives provides patrons with free, unlimited access to the collection without time constraints. Preserving the local historical content in digital form provides future generations with the opportunity to identify and analyze pertinent historical materials in order to build connections between past, present, and future. The formatting and labeling of digital materials is a major preservation concern that public library professionals must consider. There are many ways in which public librarians can format digital material. It is therefore important that the librarians working together are on the same page and agree on the format selection. In selecting the format of the materials, public librarians must keep in mind factors such as quality, functionality, technical protection mechanisms, and disclosure. It is crucial that digital materials can be easily found by information users and librarians in both the present and future. As Aschenfelder states, the way we organize our things to a certain extent reflects the way we think about the world. This helps us to navigate our own material, but can pose a problem when someone else will try to make sense of that archive. End quote. Another major preservation concern that public library professionals must consider is the security of the collection's digitized materials. Prior to the digitization of local history materials, patrons would need to access the collection in person. Digitizing the material and putting it on the library's website, however, means placing local history and information in the purview of non-local audiences. While the information that is digitized and published is public, such as local newspapers, yearbooks, obituary records, problems involving artificial intelligence and digital security could arise in the future. Artificial intelligence could, for example, pull bits of information from the digitized content on the library's website and change it to fit a desired narrative, regardless of accuracy. This could lead to the spread of online misinformation regarding the community the AI pulled its data from. However, many security issues can be alleviated through the means by which public librarians format the digitized materials on the public library's website. Quote, some digital content formats have embedded capabilities to restrict use in order to protect the intellectual property. Use may be limited, for example, for a time period, to a particular computer or other hardware device, or require a password or active network connection. It is important that public librarians understand that the digitized material on the collection's website is not static. Public librarians must upkeep these materials to ensure they can be easily accessed and safe from external tampering. The field of information sciences is home to many different careers embedded in countless information environments. As people enter information science careers, it is important that they recognize the value of information preservation, regardless of which career or field they choose to follow. They must recognize that the act of preserving information allows cultural traditions, heritage, law, education, and research to persist. It serves as a foundation to both learn from the past and to allow future generations to learn from us. Information preservation often requires collaboration across organizations. Organizational collaboration builds a network of peers, mentors, and professionals with which to exchange ideas and stay informed of new developments. Moreover, information preservation affords information professionals the opportunity to build on their professional adaptability. As new information arises, and as new ways to preserve that information are developed, the professional information scientist must constantly and consistently adapt. This is especially true in regard to digital information preservation, as digital preservation standards, tools, and practices may change in as little as a few months. Information preservation is a dynamic and profuse field. By keeping these aforementioned points in mind, you can meaningfully contribute to your chosen information environment through the act of information preservation. Information preservation plays a vital role in the realm of information sciences, regardless of profession. Whether that information is spread through stories and tales, letters and fabric swatches, or recorded conversations, information preservation is essential to retaining the knowledge and memories of both loved ones and those who built the foundations of our society. Above all, information preservation ensures that valuable information is accessible to future generations. It is essential to science, education, research, and every other aspect of our lives. As information science continues to evolve, information preservation remains an essential cornerstone of the mission to effectively disseminate information for collective societal benefit. Thank you for taking the time to learn about the importance of information preservation through this seminar. We hope we have inspired you to both preserve some of your essential information for the future and carry this practice into your information science field, no matter which information organization you join.